coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run on first down. Cottrell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Evans on the tackle.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
He's taken down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 27th, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins.
Mayfield's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
For it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mayfield now from the 50. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Browns.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the Browns first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Jaguars 7, Browns nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, Cottrell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
35-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
This is my
Shaquille Griffin with a pitch. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jaguars.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Third and long for Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jaguars 23, Browns nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jared Wilson. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
You know they pay me extra.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
March 47. March 47. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day. Regular.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
3, Browns 8.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And spins away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
Here's the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
2 yards.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. You're not ready. You're not. Hey, Zoo.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Number 31.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, Delta. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Mike, 55. Let's go.
It'll be Minshew again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
It's a gain of a yard.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Nelson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield down. Going deep here for Bryant. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
$35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
On 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
70, Indy. Coming this way, here we go. Go on. Ready?
Off play action, it's Minshew. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham.
Mayfield.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Cottrell. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
33-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
55, hey, exit. Yep. 55, Mike 55. Hey, that's good. That's good. Mike 55.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 37, Browns 8. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew to the left side here for Eifert. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
48-yard line.
Check the backer.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Lambo on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, Cottrell. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
makes the score Jaguars 47, Browns 8.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Josh Lambeau lining up for
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here comes Nelson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Browns 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Made the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.